Okay, for the seemingly hundreds of people who invested in the Phantom chessboard, moving piece chessboard, over 4 years ago on Indiegogo and Kickstarter, and have started to wonder whether it was a scam. I'd actually almost forgotten about it. I ordered it almost exactly 4 years ago, and it showed up yesterday. So for all, just to put people's mind at rest, I thought I'd make a quick video showing you it actually arrived and working, hopefully. So I'll switch it on. It'll make some whirring and clicking noises. That's good enough. I fire up the app, which is Android. It finds it very quickly and connects. And I'll play a game with Chess AI. Or shall I go with start? I'll play with the Lee Chess AI. I'll be white. I'll go with 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 5-second increment. I'll play Maya 1. I don't really know what that is, other than I've heard it. It's some sort of engine. And I'll start. So it summarises. Challenge. Right, so start with E4. Now there are several things you have to get used to with the board. One, it's quite slow. Depending upon where the underboard actuator is, it's going to have to go and find the piece and then move it. But it's fast enough to play slower games, rapid chess. No way would you be able to play Blitz. I'll play my trusty Alapin. Those beeps are really important. If you hear a single beep, it gives you an audible cue that it's detected and accepted your move, and that will become really important later on. Move detection is very quick, and you can hear the confirming beep very, very quickly. What do we do? I think I'll push. Taking is the one that is a bit weird, and here we go. So it moves the piece to what's called a graveyard square. If you imagine 8 squares along here, 8 squares along here, etc. This will become important when I do a take, which I'm just about to do. There's only one way to do a take at the moment that I can see. You take the piece that you're taking, you put it in one of those squares. It has to be central in that square, so you have to hear the beep, and then you move the other square. That's one of the main reasons you absolutely can't. I very much doubt that you can use this to play Blitz. Moving your own pieces. Moving is easy, and castling is easy. So it's going to move that to a graveyard square. And those graveyard squares have the same underboard sensors as the playing squares, but you have to hit them centrally. That noise it's checking. So again, if I move this somewhere like that, that's not going to work. That's not been detected. There was no beep as far as I can tell. So if I then move the king here, yeah, it brings up the, what's going on dialogue. So I have to move that there, and then now there you go. And so I had to get to the point that two things happened. The taken piece went to a recognised graveyard square, and then that popped up there. Now, at first I thought that's not very good. I'm getting quite used to it, and it allows a nice feature at the end of the game, which is because the Phantom board knows where the pieces are, it doesn't have piece recognition, I don't think, so it's remembering which squares were taken and where they were put, so that it can reset the board at the end of the game, which actually I think is quite nice. Right, now I don't know if I can resign from this game. Actually I probably can. So what I'm going to do, so I've pretty much shown everything. You've seen the casting, you've also seen that the pieces are narrow, so that they can transit between, they don't have to move other pieces out of the way, which should mean that they should be able to get this a fair bit faster if they continue to release firmware updates. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'm going to resign. Yeah, my ass is something snotty. Oh, Did I resign? Okay. And now I'm going to reset the board. Then you get up, go and have a coffee. This isn't quick, but it is quite cool. It puts all the pieces back. When I first powered on the board, it went into a calibration mode where it jerks the pieces around, and then I guess it's checking to see if the signal from the sensors is good. So it calibrated. And so there you go, Harry Potter chess. So if you're worried that Phantom was a scam, it doesn't appear to be. I do still have concerns about the anonymity of the company behind it and their ongoing support, because they're going to have to, I'd like them to add chess.com support, although that's why I'm putting this video on the Billygate blog, because this should be relatively, I've asked them if I can have details of their Bluetooth interface protocol, so I could actually add support to this board from my Billygate Bluetooth, Universal Bluetooth Gateway. Anyway, thanks for listening, bye.